Hey everybody, how's it going? Today, we're going to have this sort of in-depth uh, guide to Bant Mega Mill. I don't really, it's a very janky deck, so I don't really recommend that you guys build it if you don't have like the cards for it. But I mean, if you were previously playing, I don't know, maybe Esper or uh, I don't know, Jeskai, you probably have Time Wipe, so yes, you want that. The cards, most of the cards here aren't really that expensive. Probably, I think at this point everybody has Teferi, Time Raveler. Wilderness Reclamation isn't that expensive. Drawn from Dreams is sort of a must-have for deck builders who are playing Grixis. Any card, any deck with blue, Grixis, Jeskai, Esper. It's a really nice bypass if your opponent has Narset. So sometimes you can put like two of them in the sideboard. Folio Fancies is probably the only card that you're going to craft with wild cards, and you only really need three. To be honest, you only need one. But if you can like sort of manage, but this deck is kind of hard, and just as all janky decks are, they are kind of weird and hard to use. So you guys might want to pay close attention to how we play the cards in this deck. I call it Bant Mega Mill, or Folio Fancies, whatever. Bant Folio Fancies, Bant Control, because it just doesn't feel right if you call it Bant Control, because Bant is usually not control. But yeah, so there are a lot of things in here that you have to take into consideration if you want to play it properly, and please ignore the lack of facial hair all over my face. I just shaved because I don't know, I was kind of getting irritating, especially with hay fever season coming on in the Burr months for my country. It's cold, and the dust is everywhere. Um, but yeah, so a lot of people don't know how to use Wilderness Reclamation, or actually utilize it, but there isn't a lot of that mechanic using going forward into this deck. Mostly it's how you put down the cards um in such an order. So we're just gonna like play into it. We have like, for this deck we have Counterspell, Sinister Sabotage, we have Absorb. You're going to need a lot of emotional resistance, emotional, and I definitely, I mean, you could, if you're quite adept with the deck, you could play it in ranked maybe. But it's pretty hard. I've played it against a few meta decks, Simic Flash, Simic Adventure, whatever. It plays pretty good, but you really have to like put thought into each and every move that you do, and you have to take into consideration of all the things. Like this starting hand is probably not good, but I will keep it anyway because it has all the land colors that I need for future stuff. So we're just gonna put that down. Start off with the green, blue, because we need the blues. Folio Fancies. All right. So at this point, it's you're probably wondering why I'm gonna pay for it, because I want it on the board because this deck has a lot of mana, and you kind of want to be able to draw cards, especially once you have Rule of Law on the board. It's not really gonna matter, because your opponent can only play one. You can always counter, and if you have, if you're all set up, it's just gonna work so beautifully. All right, so we have Rule of Law. I really do want to play Rule of Law because it's gonna help us a lot in the future. So I have to pay for that. Now this is where it comes in when I say that you're going to need a lot of emotional endurance or emotional resistance, because your health is going to drop. Sometimes it's going to drop all the way down to 1, and you're still gonna win. So you're gonna have to, it's gonna be really, it's a painful journey to play this card. A very painful journey. All right, so he's probably gonna make the troll come right in. We have time wipe, but we don't have enough for time wipe. We don't have a blue. Bad. Yeah, so sometimes this is what happens. Huh. And it gets a little tricky. That's why you want Folio Fancies on the board as early as possible, so that you can sort of draw cards when you need it. I think he's just reading into the rule of law. Trying to wonder, why can't he put down his card? Alright, so we have Wilderness Reclamation. Do I want to pay this? Oh, crud. Mind you, this is the only deck that makes me say, oh crud, so often. It's weird because you do want it on the board, but I don't really want to pay for it just yet. It would have been okay to pay for it if we had like Sinister, the extra blue. What we don't, so I guess we just wait. I suppose he's pretty slow at this point. He is doing like 6 damage per turn, but he is going at a slower rate because of rule of law. So that's gonna hinder his progress. Without that, he probably would have had like a bunch of mana on the board, and he'd be like, I don't know, putting down Nisa on all over the place. I'm not sure if we can win this. Okay, that's bad. Questing. Huh. I really hope that we get a land off of this. He's gonna do 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is what I'm talking about. I hope we get a land off of this. Please be a land. Out of anxiety, I think out of just anxiety, I want to play this right now. Yes, it's a land. Okay, and it's a blue. So he got us way down to 3. Castle Vantress, time wipe, and he has to put down maybe, I don't know, if he has another questing beast, then we're done for anyway. So we couldn't put down Wilderness Reclamation first because we don't have to ferry to be able to do that sort of combo-ish thing and time wipe on our next turn. Yeah, so he doesn't. Okay, so we kind of lucked out here, which is a good thing for us, right? It's a good thing for us. So we want to put down Wilderness Reclamation now, since we can counterspell when that happens, and then we can just regain health with Absorb. That's what its ultimate purpose is for. At this point, when you have 3 of these cards on the board and you just need the fairy, we're kind of okay. Let's see what he does. Voracious Hydra will absorb, gain the health from that. Heal us 6. He might concede if he knows what this deck is all about. Normally they do. So we just draw some more because we need those counter spells. Alright, we got Prison Realm. Another Wilderness probably won't help us in this case. I do want to play Drawn from Dreams just to further fuel our hand. I think I want more land. At this point, we don't have a lot of blue, and we are kind of mana. We are kind of mana screwing for a control deck. So yeah, for a control deck, this is considered mana screwing. That's not a lot of mana. You need like 10 or something on the board. Alright, we've got Nisa. We're gonna counterspell that. He might concede now, seeing that he's in the trap that we've already set with Rule of Law, Wilderness Reclamation. If he's pretty, he might think that, oh, I can outlast his counter spells at this rate, but not really. Even if he does put down Nisa, we can Prison Realm and we get another Absorb, so that's something. I think I'm gonna put this down. Folio Fancy, right? Just want to make use of all the. So there's an exception to Rule of Law. Okay, its rule of law is each player can't cast more than one spell per each turn. So my turn, my opponent's turn, which is important. That's why it's so important to have Wilderness Reclamation on the board. We'll get that, and it's also really important to have Teferi on the board too. I think before the turn ends, I think I want to do this. Let's mill him of whatever important stuff that he might have. We have like a few. It's very important to use these stops, right? So he's gonna Nisa. We're gonna counter that. He might like, oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah, it's really annoying to be on that receiving side. I get it, because there's a lot of counter spells, but he's probably new to the deck, but he probably doesn't know what we're up to, what we're doing. He's thinking, I've got all these cards in here. I'm not gonna run out of counter spells. You are. Yeah, sure, we might run out of counter spells, but by then, we probably already have won the game. So that's the thing. He can only play one card at a time, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 3, 6, 7, 8. So we can 4, right? And he's gonna think, oh sure. If your opponent's pretty stupid, he's gonna think, oh sure. Let me have all the cards I want. That's cool. If he's thinking cocky, but he doesn't realize that he like has 12 cards in his hand and 28 cards in his deck right now. Sure, you can put that Paradise Druid down. We have Time Wipe, so that's not really a problem for us. And we're just gonna Folio Fancies since he has 12. Now he's getting the idea. He only has 17. I think we can GG this. Yeah, I think we can call out the GG. Game, buddy. And he's only got 6 more. And also, we can just like sort of get cocky, put down the Fairy. This is pretty okay. Good game. We have the blue, the green, we have the white. Okay. We still don't have Folio. Sure. Sure, Teferi. Plus that, he might just attack with the Paradise Druid. But if he does that, he opens himself to like attack. Growth Chamber. Okay. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Another Growth Chamber. Huh. Now, why would you do that? We can put down Wilderness Reclamation. Okay. He has 3. If we bounce back the Paradise Druid, yes, he's going to be able to kill Teferi, but he's going to be able to kill Teferi regardless. We might as well just bounce. I don't know, he might try to go face, but I don't like the idea of him having an extra land. I want to delay him as much as possible, no matter what. I mean, we can counter spell the Nisa, but that extra turn that he has to take. Enters the battlefield, you may search your library. Actually, I want to search my library. Castle Vantress. No. Send that to the bin. Yeah, he's gonna go in.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Breeding pool. Huh. Okay. Right, well, I guess we want this. We got Rule of Law. Folio. Definitely. We want Folio. I don't know what he's gonna do. He might. It'll be gone. We can. I think it's worth it. I think we should hold off, because then that's extra land. But he's gonna have land anyway. And besides, if we get the time wipe sometime in this lifetime. Yeah, he's thinking. He knows. He knows. He knows that I had to think hard for that. Go right in. Do 4 damage. Do your damage. Hassle Vantress. So we're kind of behind as much as far as being behind goes. We're kind of behind. Alright, so we want Folio Fancies on down there. Oh crud. Did this need a white? No, it didn't. Stupid. Oh man. Well, okay. Mistakes were made, suck it up, Potch. We can absorb though if he like casts something. And I'm pretty not sure that he wants to do that. Okay. I think he's gonna tap the other one too. Oh no, he's gonna put it down. Okay. Really? Alright, well, we have to absorb. We need to heal. And of course he's gonna go in. Probably send in all 3. Oh. Interesting. Gonna go in for 6. Ouch. You can also draw. Yes, we just have to. One. So you might notice that me doing this it's not as jolly as my other videos, because it's a hard deck to play. You know? It's it is I mean, it's fun when you get it off. It's interesting, but it's not a fun deck to play, because well, if you like to think, if you like to, you know, challenge yourself, then sure, it's fun to play. But aside from that, it's very challenging. Okay, Voracious Hydra. Counter spell. I mean, like, I enjoy it. I like that I'm winning. I enjoy that I'm winning. I don't enjoy is how hard the deck is to play. I have to think about everything. So, Rule of Law, I think it's safe to say we can put that down. And turn. I think we can pull it off. I think we can pull it off. Unless he has a Brontodon somewhere in there. Two creatures, no thank you. Here's Sabotage. Sabotage. So, oh, that's good. Drawn from Dreams. Yes, please. We can draw 2. Alright. So we got Fairy. That down plus it.
Trust me.
Our turn.
I've got time.
We can draw from Dream. We don't have any counter spells. We're not gonna be able to Prison Realm either. Oh, we got the entire set for breeding pool. Do any of you guys do that? Like, I wonder when I'm gonna complete the breeding pool set. Alright, what's this? Enters the battlefield with a number of 1/1 counters on it equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. There are 6. Oh, wow. I'm just glad it doesn't have haste. Alright. Getting drawn from dreams. I want one of these and one of yous. And we can +1. See, the only time you're gonna win with this jank deck is when you're up against someone like this dude. We can bounce it, but I don't think we want that. We have a lot of removals. We can Prison Realm, we can Sinister Sabotage, and other planes. Sure. How many does he have in his hand? 8. What does that mean? Infinite hand limit. District, sure. He's gonna put down a land. Too late now. I think he just wants to like put things into his hand. Yeah, so he's looking for. Oh, he had a blue. He's playing Sultai. Why didn't he do that earlier? 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, right? 3. Not only are you using your mathematical skills, also using other skills. He has a lot in his hand right now. He can Prison Realm that. I don't know. He can attack me. I can maybe bounce it. I can Prison Realm it. I feel like I want to save the Prison Realm though. I'm just gonna bounce it right back. He's got 11 in his hand. End the turn. Why don't we just put this down? Not gonna lose anything by not putting it down. I mean, that's 2, but okay. He didn't even let us do our thing. Two lands and a folio. All right, I can deal with this. I can deal with this. Put down folio. Go pass. We can Prison Realm. We can Rule of Law. We can also wait. I think I want a Prison Realm though. Get that knight off the board, but we'll have to see. Priest. Oh, okay. Well, I have something. Okay, well, that's something that I should be afraid of. Because the priest is. Well, we don't have. Wait, hold on. We don't have creatures. So if you just Prison Realm his stuff, he's not going to be able to use the priest. And he has a lot of priests anyway. Okay, there's a land, that's pretty good. I think by now people are familiar with this deck, that's why they're so... Oh no, he's playing the Folio of Fancies. Let's concede to that. People are so quick to concede. Well, I'm quick to concede. My turn. Put down the land. Not sure what we should be playing now, but we have Rule of Law. I don't think he's going to be playing multiple cards. So we have a green. We want wilderness. We want another land. I mean, we have Folio Fancies. We're not really tight on cards. Come on in. Ooh, Spawn of Main. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'd put that down for 5. We have Wilderness. He can come in hot. We send Fairy out, we want Wilderness down. Want it to tip. Coming in for 5. That's 6. It's really hard to set up this deck, this combo. That's the reason why they call it jank. Nope, sorry Ayara, can't have that. Let's pray that we get a land. Pray that this is a land. Nope, it's a wilderness. And that's a sister's. Alright,
Sorry,
put this up there. Now it's 2 back.
I've got it.
Better be a freaking land. Right. And we can put down Rule of Law. Barry's gonna die. Barry's gonna majorly. I don't think we need, given the situation, our opponent doesn't have a lot. He got lucky with that black one. Wow. Without it, he wouldn't have been able to cast. We can counter the Rankle, even better. Counter a Rankle. Why won't they let us do our thing? He's thinking, oh shit, he's stabilizing. The counter spells. He counterspelled my Rankle. Uh-oh. Alright, well, we only got 1 game, but it's one hell of a deck. It's hard to play. Something that I will not do ever again.